Hey everybody, Jem Schofield of the C47 and another episode of Gearbox 2.0. In this episode, we're going to be talking about storage and memory solutions by a company called Angelbird. So let's get started. Okay kids, it's another episode of Gearbox, and today we are going to be talking about memory for camera systems, both internally and externally recording, and solutions from a very specific company, which I mentioned in the intro, which is Angelbird. Now, I first heard about them at NAB 2018. I can't believe it's almost NAB 2019. My workshops are sold out. I'm very excited about that. And I'm gonna have a lot of kit. But last year at the show, one of the big announcements was this little doodad from a tiny little company in Australia, and it's called the Ninja 5. Some people like to call it the Ninja V. Okay, so when you're using their standard caddy, it sticks out a little bit. They wanted to keep the unit as small and lightweight as possible. Really great build quality on here, by the way. Different materials than the Shinobi. And there it is. So that's not really a big deal, but they also mentioned and showed another solution here, which is an SSDMini solution by this company here called Angelbird. Now, if my AF is being a little weird, it's just because I'm trying my settings on my XT3. It seems like turning face detect off is better when you're doing episodes like this, and now I'm just starting to tweak sort of how it racks. So that's a whole nother thing. So this is a 500 gigabyte. Price is at about $200 US right now. There you go. You can see how small it is. It's adorable, as my friend Caleb Pike likes to say. And when we insert that into the Ninja 5, look, it's svelte and nice and clean, and there you go. I like it very, very much. And price-wise, more reasonable than CFast cards. Could be about half the cost, depending on the fluctuation of memory prices and stuff. So I think if you're using something like this as a recorder, then these SSD minis make a lot of sense. And the 1 terabyte, I think I might have mentioned, and if I didn't, is under $400 US at the time of this particular episode being shot. Second part of this. So what happens when you're not using an external recorder and you're recording internally to your system? Well, they have these other solutions here. They're called match packs. You can see them right here. And the reason I started to look at them is because I have an XT3 and I was looking at storage for that. I needed faster, at least V60 cards. And I contacted the company and I said, I'm going to be creating some content. They did not send these to me to keep. I will have to send them back or buy them. But here they are. So it comes in this little pack here, and you have 2 identical cards. The holder it comes in can actually hold 2 additional cards if you want to. So these are 128s. That's a lot of recording time, but becoming more important to get to those higher capacities nowadays, especially because we are shooting at higher data rates with mirrorless cameras. If we're on a GH5, GH5S, XT3, we could easily be recording on a regular basis at 400 megabits per second. So it's important to have cards that will let you do that. And that's not just for mirrorless cameras. If we take a look at something like the EVO 1, that also has the capability to small digital cinema camera record up to 400 megabits per second internally to these SD cards. And so I think that this is really great, SDXC cards, but you guys get the basic idea. Now, what's unique about this? Well, what's unique about this is Angelbird is putting these packs together, and they're actually testing the cards that ship to you specifically for the camera system that you're using. So if that's a GH5, GH5S, or it's an EVO 1, or a Blackmagic Design Pocket Cinema Camera 4K, they are coming up with these different combinations, and they're not always SDXC cards. They could be a CFast card along with an SSD solution for something like the Pocket Cinema camera. So I really like the fact that they're thinking about creating media specifically for particular camera systems. I have now been running both the 64 gig match pack and the 128 gig match pack in my X-T3 for about 3 or 4 weeks. Sorry about the little bump here. I have the camera up on a tripod on this table, and I have had no problems whatsoever with the media at all. So I'm pretty happy with this. And while other media by other companies may be just as reliable, I do like the fact that they are selling them this way. And cost-wise, when you're buying these in match packs, at least the SDXC cards, the price point seems to be comparable to buying cards of similar capacity and speed from other manufacturers, at least the big ones like SanDisk and other companies like that. So I think these are at least worth a look. As always, check the reviews and see how people think these are working out for them in their particular camera systems. But I do like what Angelbird is doing as a company, creating these solutions for specific camera systems. And in the case of the SSDMini, to my knowledge, this particular product was very much originally designed to fit with these AtomX drives with the Ninja series. And goodness gracious, who knows what ATOMOS will come up with next as a company. We know it's going to be something, and hopefully we'll find out in the next few weeks what their roadmap is. Again, check out these Atom solutions. There's a lot of them. I'm going to keep using them for a little while and then send them back after NAB. Actually, I'll probably just wind up buying them. See you guys next time on Gearbox.